everybody, welcome to my channel. My channel is called Light Fragments Oracle, but I do some makeup videos on my channel. I do two things. I do card readings and I do makeup. Why do I do two things? Well, because I love both of them. I've always loved makeup. I used to wear makeup from the very first time that my mother said you can wear makeup when I was 13 years old. And I think she limited it to a little bit of blush and mascara. So I've been wearing makeup my whole entire life, except for when I got to the point when I was raising my children and my kids would get into my stuff or my nail polish, and I got angry with them. I said, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore. This is not worth getting angry at my children for. Beauty is not worth getting angry at your children for. So I just allowed myself to go au naturel. But anyway, back to the card reading and the makeup. I'm merging two. And I don't see why YouTube has a problem with that, because card reading is intuitive, and believe it or not, putting makeup on is an art. And art is intuitive. Some people are just good at it from the get-go, and some people have to learn. Now, I've always done what I thought looked good and felt good, but I've not taken any makeup classes. I have, since the pandemic, watched a lot of makeup YouTube videos because it's enthralling to me. I just love watching the face be transformed. That's me. Like anything artistic, you can take something and turn it into something else that's beautiful. You can take an old piece of furniture and you can paint it and create it into something beautiful. You can take a blank canvas and put paint on it and turn it into something beautiful that you can stare at all day long. You can do the same thing with a face. And as far as card reading, it's very intuitive. The cards are just an addition. They're like something that you can show your audience, okay? So basically that's why I started my YouTube channel. And I also paint soul auras, which I need a soul aura in order to create it, to show it on YouTube. So with this said, let's get into the card reading, and then I will go into a makeup video because I got my Pat McGrath Midnight Sun palette that was on sale on her website. I love bougie. I love products that are glamorous, glorious, feel good on the skin, but I don't have that kind of budget. Okay, so YouTube boost up my channel so that I can get some kind of a budget so that I can test out those things and do card readings at the same time. Two audiences. I don't see a problem with that. I don't. But I know how YouTube works now. I've done a lot of research on it. I don't know. Am I going to be the channel that changes things? Because we're all in flux, aren't we? Everything is changing. The world is getting so, for lack of a better word, weird. Everything is weird, what was up is now down. What was down is now up. I mean, I don't know, but I think we need to change some things, YouTube. I just do. Sorry about that, but I do. So let's get into the card reading. I'm using a new deck. Actually, I'm going to show you the book, which is the same as the cover because I have pets. and my cat chewed the corner of my book. And I had this in a place where I thought nobody's ever going to get it. Nobody's going to find it. The animals aren't going to find it. And sure enough, cats, they jump all over everything. And my cat, when my cat was a kitten, just had a field day with the corner of my book. But Art Through the Eyes of the Soul Oracle by Cheryl Yambrack Rose. I'll show you the cover without the bite marks. I bought this deck, 10 years ago. I fell in love with this deck, and I did use it for my own personal use. Listen, folks, if our intuition was evil, why would we have thoughts? Why would we have thoughts? Have you ever been in a situation where you just had this strong feeling and you acted on that strong feeling, and lo and behold, you needed to? Where do you think that comes from? Just putting this out there. Just putting this out there. And when I talk about God, I'm not telling you how to think. You can be an atheist and still feel energy. Okay? So you can be a Christian. You can be an atheist. You can be a wise woman. You can be anybody, anywhere, anytime, anything, and still have an intuition. And it is not evil. Okay? I know I am beating the drum on this, but I cannot stress it enough, because some of us have been raised to believe that it is evil. Okay? Let it go. Because we have the ability to sense and feel things for a reason. So let's cut the deck and let's see what God, the universe, has to show us today. This is not the detailed reading I was talking about. Seek the wisdom of your shamanic guides. This card is very apropos for several reasons. The wolf tends to show up in the fall. We are experiencing fall here. It's October. And the wolf is a creature of survival. The wolf is a creature of family. The wolf is a creature of, I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep going. You're not going to get me down. And the blessing of the wolf guide is to protect you, is to protect all things going on in your life. Seek the wisdom of your shamanic guides, your guides in nature. Google the wolf. Google the wolf in the sense of a guide and see what that means. If you resonate with the wolf, okay, check into that. I don't want to make it a really long reading. The wolf also has to do with sustenance, because the wolf is a great hunter and always did whatever it took to provide for their young, for their partner, for their family unit. And they run in packs. They will fight almost to the death to protect their pet, sometimes to the death. So, yeah, the wolf is a very, very strong totem animal. Look it up. If you resonate with it, there's something in that for you. Okay, as a past card, I don't know the card that's coming up, but as a past card, it may lead into, have you been protecting your pack to the point where you are eliminating anything else in your life that might bring you joy? That just came to me. And think about that. Let's see what the second card has to offer. So be curious, look deeper. Expanding on the first card, interesting how this is the cover for this card deck. Be curious, look deeper. Usually this card shows up when you have something going on in your life that you want to act on, but you're being asked to wait a little bit, look deeper into the situation. Some of the stuff will level out and more that's for you will appear. That's what that means. So in the background, there is a stream. I would imagine beyond that is a waterfall. You're being asked to flow like a waterfall, flow like the water. You don't want, as the waterfall comes down and it crashes, it's really hard, but then the stream trickles. So allow yourself to look deeper into your situation and flow with it, okay? You may have to tweak some things. You might have to stay put. And you're being impatient about it. That's the crash and burn. So take a few deep breaths and know that you just need to look deeper into your situation before you make any drastic changes moving ahead. Now, I'm sensing impatience. Oh, aren't we all? I mean, do you know a human being that is not impatient, especially today? The goal is to learn how to be patient. It's human nature to be impatient. I want it now. I want it now. Right? But things take time. And if you're feeling rushed into something, not good. Not good. It needs to trickle. It needs to unfold. So patience, patience, patience. Okay, the next card. A deep secret will come to light. Okay, so this is the future. A deep secret will come to light. This is a special reading for some of you out there. There is a deep secret that you don't know about, but it's going to come to light. Okay? Now, I'm not sure what this means. And I tend to be a person that looks on the positive side. I don't want to get into negativity, but things happen. Things happen in life. And if you are a person that senses something is off about somebody or a situation that you are in, okay, that you've maybe been dragged into, or maybe you put yourself in unbeknownst to anything else that might be going on. There is a deep hidden secret here. It could be a relationship. It could be something in your relationship that is going to come to light that you did not know about. That could be negative. So this is a preparation for. On the other hand, it could be a deep secret that your partner is not a person that is vulnerable. They have a hard shell, and they're going to reveal a deep secret to you and let you know how much they value you and love you and appreciate you, which is going to open up a whole new world in your relationship. So, we do have the sun and the moon. So the negative side would be finding something out that's less than desirable. Doesn't necessarily have to do with a relationship. It could have to do with a situation. It could be a friendship that you've had for years and years and years, and then you find something out and it just completely crushes you. Okay, so just be prepared. Be prepared. If this sounds like something that you might be sensing in your life, okay? And then the positive side is finding out a deep secret that just opens up your heart space and allows you to feel that you're overcome with emotion and you're speechless, that this person or these people loved you so much that they would open themselves up for you. Okay? So this is in the future. All right? Now I'm going to pull the root card. The root card of this reading. This is so perfect. This is so perfect for this reading. Okay, so we have seek the wisdom of your shamanic guides, the wolf. And remember, I said that it's very possible that you will, if you've been in the preservation mode, if you've been in the fierce protection mode, it might be that you need to shift into a more vulnerable state, a more look deeper inside yourself, look deeper into your situation and see, am I being overly protective? And am I missing out on other things because, the pups have grown and they've moved on and some of them are still part of the pack, but I don't need to take care of them anymore. I don't need to be this, okay, this is who I am, deal with it. Maybe you need to move. Maybe that's part of your problem. Maybe you need to move into a different, more vulnerable, more, I need to make some changes in my life. Okay, that's what this card is. Look deeper into your heart space. Look deeper into your situation. Flow into that. And then we have a deep secret will come to light. Okay, that could be even for you, something that you've been holding on to for so long that you need to let go. I've covered the bases here, but this root card is that you are going through a shift, and shifts happen. Stabilize your energy fields. Okay, so divine intervention is going to move in. Talk about intuition. Talk about the fact that there are things that are beyond our control. How does this happen? How can that be evil? Okay? So shifts happen. So stabilize your energy fields, because we are moving into a huge shift if we're not into a shift already. And it is affecting everybody across the board, okay? So if you are feeling a shift personally based on, okay, where you were, where you are now, what's coming up, don't be surprised, because everybody is experiencing some kind of shift. And I don't care if you have a ton of money. All right, nothing is forever, particularly if we have what's going on with the stock market here. So this is the card reading for today. If it resonates with you, give me a thumbs up. I did not get into detail about anything except for the third card, because my intuition told me that it had to do with a relationship. It had to do with relationships. It had to do with something that you didn't know that is coming to light. Now, we have the sun, we have the moon. Okay? We have the light, we have the darkness. It could be something that shocks you, that's negative, that you have to deal with. And it could be something that shocks you in a very positive light. I do not want to go either way, because I do not want to steer anybody in the wrong direction. But if that resonates with you, you know it's meant for you. I'm just telling you to be aware. Whoops, excuse me. Be aware. Be aware. Okay? That's all we can do, is be aware, no fear, flow with it. Okay? And the shift is coming.